Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. I think it finally started working. Ooh, we may have an echo in here. I may have to talk a little quieter. I don't know that I've ever, I have recorded in here before, so maybe it won't be too terrible. I changed locations just to change things up. A little bit different fall decor. There's my From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. Halloween Quaker over there. A little candle thing. Welcome Autumn by the Drawn Thread is there. A little Halloween tree. Halloween hoopla, Halloween blackbird stockings. Here is, somebody had asked about this. We talked about this. No House Without a Mouse, done on rust colored Aida. I did it several years back, 2016. Loved it, still love it. I think it's just with ecru on rust colored Aida. I have been super happy with it always. You're still not ever gonna get me to say anything bad about Aida. So this is FlossTube 44. I'm recording it the afternoon of the 22nd. I'll actually post it on the 23rd. Obviously, I lived through my dental appointment. Hallelujah. Probably thanks to y'all's prayers is the only reason. I was a nervous wreck, and shout out to Dr. Carol Wald. She was fabulous and very easy and kind with me, and I made it. But I was afraid if we didn't, I'll post this in the morning, but I was afraid if I tried to shoot it in the morning, and sorry I look a little rough, but like I said, I was at the dentist from 8 to 11 this morning, and my mouth is still a little weird, but it's okay. So if I tried to get up and get ready and shoot in the morning and then get ready for the video in the afternoon, and I would have the girls, you know, like always in the morning, that it would just be a lot. And I didn't want to be trying to fuss around in the morning too much when I had them. So I thought, you know what, you're already kind of sort of made up a little bit. My hair's kind of smashed from being in that chair, but you know what, whatever. And I just grabbed my stuff. It's not set up very nice like usual, but I was afraid if I didn't, we would have like a crazy long, next week it would have to be like 7 hours, and ain't nobody got time for that for sure. So I thought, you know what, I'll just record this afternoon and we'll just get going. It's 3:34 p.m. according to my Apple Watch. Thanks. There you go. In case you're wondering why it does that sometimes, randomly be screaming out the time, I have not a clue. Not one clue. I don't know. Oh well, but we will start off with questions and comments, and Jan sent me this, and we've talked about the pillow pads, and that I love mine. My pillow pad here, I keep my glasses and a needle threader on there, and I put my, let me grab one of these. I stick my thread through here. I stick my chart on here, right? That Jan sent me, and this is genius. It has a little, and I don't know if they all do, it has a little zipper on the bottom. She just unzipped hers and put her needle holder up here on top. So I stuck a little needle on here so you can see. So you can keep a needle on here, your needle on here at all times if you just use one needle. But she also, which I haven't done it, had a little piece of paper or like wool or felt, and had different needles loaded with the numbers written on here. So she could just, so if you're doing something, you have a couple of needles loaded, you know, sometimes you're doing a project and it has just kind of confetti stitching you're having to do, and then put it down, put it down. I thought that was so smart. So she just has it pinned on here, and then she just parks her needle back on there. So Jan is the smartest thing this week. So now I will put this back on here because I will scooch this over here and try to get it far enough back where I can read it now. Y'all know You got to get it pushed back now so you can see it. Oh, Deanna is looking for Ira Ray. Good gravy. Deanna is looking for Ira Ray. If he's still not really available, I don't know what to think. I don't know why she hasn't answered the messages. I don't know if she's really sick. If anybody has any leads on the Good Housewife and what's going on, holler. If not, I guess I will loan my chart. I don't want to loan a chart. Let me say it like this. I don't want to loan a chart if the designer has charts for sale. So if any shop has Ira Ray for sale, holler, because Deanna wants Ira Ray. Lots of people are looking for Ira Ray. But if nobody can get Ira Ray, I do not support paying exorbitant fees on eBay or wherever. I know that's just lucky for some people and that's how it works, and if you have the funds and you want to pay, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm not going to. And so if anybody has any leads on Ira Ray or his sister Ida Mae or wife, is that his sister or his wife? I don't know that either. Somebody holla and let us know. Ann had asked about the YouTube Halloween party. My time, we will go live tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central Time. So it just depends on where y'all are at, you know, but 4 o'clock Central Time, you can go to Teresa's YouTube, her YouTube channel, okay? Because she is the tech angel who is making this available, because I would not have the first clue about how to get us all on one thing together at all. So if you go to Teresa's YouTube, it says Teresa Kogut Creative Whims. I put a link to it. If you go to my Instagram page and look in my bio and drop down, I put a link to where you can go to her channel and find it, okay? And the first little box over there is it's like a little reminder, and you can click it, and then it will send you a reminder to start on time, and so you'll get there on time and get going, and it'll, you know, like connect to whatever time you're in, I guess. And I knocked my fingernail off at the dentist. Lord have mercy, I guess I did at the dentist. But it will be available to watch later. You just can't win later, okay? So that's the thing. You can't win the things later, but you can watch later. Cheryl and Colleen are gonna be like helping, like they're gonna be keeping up with, well, they're not helping, they're gonna be doing, because I don't know how to do. So ain't no use to me saying helping, ain't no helping. They gonna be doing, because they said that it'll show the comments over to the side and we'll be able to see them, but I don't have a clue about that. So this will be my first time like doing anything like that where you can see people talking. So she's going to, when the thing starts, like if this is the giveaway, she'll say da 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 da, and then, you know, she'll say the first comment I see gets it, okay? So then she'll say, okay, it's such and such. But each person can only win one time, okay? Because some people do have super fast internet connections and things, and so it's not gonna be where one person can win everything, okay? So if you win one time, you can't win anything else for the time. You can keep watching and talking with us and everything else, but you can't keep winning. I've got six or eight things. Teresa has about that many things. Colleen and them have a bunch of things. So lots of fun stuff as giveaways. I've got casting a spell with the box and the DMC threads, which is what I stitched mine with the DMC threads. Well, here he is right here. Why that's stuck on the back, I don't know. And so I've got the box. So whoever gets that will get the box and the pattern, which you know who you are, and I'm sending you a note because I wanted to be sure I could make it happen. And I got it all together. So thank you for making that happen for somebody. And I found the box. I was having a hard time finding the box, and there was one. There was finally one. I don't know what happens to those things, but they go somewhere. But there was one. So that will be one of them. Someone else was generous enough to share, and like I said, I'm not going to say people's names. They might not want people to know, but you know who you are. Shared the whole year of Country Cottage Needleworks cottages. So there's January through December. That's one of the prizes. That's a nice prize. It's a nice gift. That's really nice. So that's a nice thing. So that'll be fun. So, but it'll be on there tomorrow at 4 Central. So go to Teresa's page and you'll see the link to set the reminder, or you can just go there at 4 and join. You'll just click it just like you're watching this. You just ding and go. But it'll be through her page because she has the tech knowledge and power to make the magic happen. Thank you, because I would not have one clue how to make this happen. But we did a little preview the other night. We could all talk to each other and it worked, and it was so fun. So we had a great time. So yay, yay, yay. That was super. So that, was there anything else? That was the one. I think that was all the questions about the Halloween party. Gail had asked about how long I usually stitch. I usually get to stitch about 3 hours an evening. James comes home and we eat dinner and then watch TV. And while we're watching TV, I stitch. I am an audio learner, and so I listen to the show and pick up more than he does watching it. I'm always having to be answering his questions because he just, if they don't show it, he doesn't know what happens. If it doesn't happen on screen, he has no clue. If they say, whatever they say, he does not have a clue about what they said. I don't even understand that, but we are watching Lovecraft Country right now. Oh, it is so good. I'm loving that. Love it. I said last week that I loved words, and I do love words. And so Cindy said maybe we should start a word of the week. My brain isn't working good enough to do word of the week. Oh, and Bonnie also is looking for Ira and Ida Macro, not just Deanna. So I may start trying to find a word of the week next week. Sorry, y'all, my lips still feel, my mouth still feels kind of weird. Nancy and Stacy were looking for where the Hocus Pocus pattern was from. It is cloudsfactory.net, and it is Hocus Pocus Cat's Spell is the name of the pattern at cloudsfactory.net. So cute. Like I said, I thought I would maybe just stitch the letters and the words and maybe stitch the little people as little dolls for the girls or something because they're really cute. I don't know if I'd put the dolls on there or not, but just even if you stitch the words, it is so, 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 so cute. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, okay. My writing is so terrible. Elisa was being so sweet about loving my eyebrows, and she said she's going to do hers with Sharpie. She's going to do hers with Sharpie marker. And these are powder brows. I called Seiji and asked her what they were, and she said these are called powder brows. And I have just a few scabby places left in here to peel off, but they are nearly all peeled away now. I'm loving them, but the scabby, man, that was rough for, I guess, yesterday and the day before. They looked kind of, ooh. That will be the face that YouTube will pick. I'm telling you right now. But she said she was going to do hers with a Sharpie, which reminded me, I told you we used to have a Halloween party every year. Every year we had a kid Halloween party and an adult Halloween party. And at the adult Halloween party, the adults dressed up, had to dress up and everything. And it was no kids. No kids could come to this Halloween party, right? Well, one year, one of my friends was very pregnant. Very pregnant. And, you know, it's hard to kind of dress up then when you're very pregnant and a lot of things. So they decided they'd be hillbillies, right? They like really hillbillies. So she had like a flannel shirt and a raggedy hat and big old overalls. And she had blacked out one of her teeth. And I made some comment about what she blacked her tooth out with. And she said, "Girl, I just used a Sharpie marker." I said, "What?" She said, "I just used a Sharpie marker on it." I said, "You know that's a permanent marker? Get in that bathroom." We ran in that bathroom. It did come off, but I like to have died. Don't be putting no Sharpie marker on your teeth, y'all. Lord have mercy. So when you said you was gonna sharpen your eyebrows in, I also went to school with a girl one time who shaved her eyebrows off completely. I don't know if she did it on purpose or accident, but she shaved them off, and that was, I still can see that image. That was disturbing. Lord. And so many of y'all agreed about the dentist. Not just was horrified about the dentist, are horrified to go to the dentist. Dr. Carol was fabulous. She gave me the gas. But the gas just kind of takes the anxiety off of you, okay? But she also, like, she put a little swab of something in my mouth that numbed it up before she gave me the shots, okay? The gas doesn't have a thing to do with how much somebody's hurting you. Now, the numbing agent that she, rubbed on there or whatever did. So, why doesn't every dentist be rubbing that on there before they jab 900 needles in your head? Anybody? Now, my last dentist was a woman, and I don't remember her putting that on there, but I don't remember her shots being horrible either. But I don't remember her doing that. But before that, I'd always had male dentists. And I'm going to tell you right now, I just always felt like they were a bunch of misogynistic jerks that took out their hatred of women on my mouth the whole time I was in there. It was awful. I just always felt like I looked like their ex-wife or something every time I was in there. Bad business. Bad business. So, I don't know. If you go to your dentist... 3:49 p.m. Thank you. It's 3:49 p.m. I don't know what I do. I know it's me. I just don't know what it is. So, the gas is fabulous, and it wears off like fast, but ask them if they'll rub that stuff on there first, because I didn't even feel those horrible shots that I always feel like they're giving them with an ice pick. It was not bad at all. I literally left there and went and ran to Hobby Lobby because I'd called and they had the box that they had been out of. They had the box. So I went to pick it up. So yeah, ask for the numbing agent before the shots. It was worth it. I don't know if it costs extra, don't care. Mortgage the farm for that. That's all I'm gonna say. But Sue made me laugh because she said she'd rather give birth to a bear. She'd rather give birth to a bear than go to a dentist. And I thought, yeah, I'm feeling you, Sue. I like that. Yep, gotcha. Patriotic House Trio. A couple of y'all had asked about the colors on that. I got them right here. And I will try to post on Insta the colors too. But it's Classic Colorworks Caterpillar, Classic Colorworks Deep Blue Sea, Classic Colorworks Cauldron, Classic Colorworks Chives, Classic Colorworks Forest Glade, Classic Colorworks Blue Corn, Classic Colorworks Desert Mesquite. Well, can't get hold of that one. And I think, yeah, Classic Colorworks Ribbon Red. Yeah, I finished off another one and started another one. And Classic Colorworks Use Brick. Classic Colorworks Amber Waves. And then just the DMC White. So those are the colors for Patriotic House Trail that a couple of y'all had asked about. I did make some good progress on it this week, and I am just loving that little piece. Laura had made a comment about Queen of Losing It. I have not got to start my Queen of Losing It piece by Stitching in Brooklyn. If y'all don't follow him, go. Fabulous work, and that pattern is so cute, and all you have to do is message him and they'll send it, and just not like he's not asking anything. So it's so cute, and a lot of y'all are saying you're going to turn it into a makeup bag. I'm going to turn mine into a pillow and put it on James Williams' side of the bed. We had some good anniversaries this week. I got to lean back here because my writing is so small. Lydia was 41. Tanya was 28. Stitch Party of 1 was 34. Patsy was 51. And I think she said 15 of those years they've been retired together. That's something. And Nisia's parents, her mom, 61 years. Wow. So we had a lot of those. That's a lot of goodness this week. So incredible. Jessa asked about my lipstick last week. It is that, it was that new color Power Lips Fluid in the color Persistence. I've worn it before and I really liked it. Tammy B and LB and Kathy, a couple of y'all asked about the brows, and they're not microbladed. She does microblade, but mine are just powder. My niece Shadow, Sage did them. My niece Sage did them. Her sisters are a mix of microblading and powder. Mine are just the powder. I didn't think it hurt. Y'all ask if it hurt. I didn't think it hurt. The first pass she has to do with the tattoo thing, with the tattoo gun, without deadening, for it to start sinking in good, to open it up like that. And after that, she puts the numbing agent on there. I didn't think it was horribly uncomfortable. It was just like little bee stings. It wasn't bad. It was weird because you could feel it like you could hear it because it's on your orbital bone, and it was like kind of reverberating in your skull. So that part of it was like really kind of strange. That part of it was. So that was like the weirdest part to me of all, was that. And I didn't think it was horrible. And I'll have to go back and get a little, touch up, because parts of it are gonna not take as good or whatever and things like that. So yeah, I didn't think it was a big deal at all. Colette said, what does James Williams think about my stitching? He likes that I stitch. He loves to see my pieces. He's the one that insists that I put my initials and date on there, because he's just sure all this is going to end up in a museum somewhere. Which is sweet. It is sweet. And he likes that, that it keeps me busy and all. Now, sometimes he'll say, do you need some more of that? Didn't you just buy that? And I'll say, it's a different one. Like if I need a different red, or, he'll like, didn't you just get a red? Like, it's a different red. And, he's like, which, if y'all don't know it, men only have half the ability to see red that women see. So they really only have half the ability to see red. So the X chromosome, if I'm not mistaken, is what allows you to see red. So their red perception is never going to be as good as yours. That's why he'll come home and you'll say, ask him to get you something beige, and he done brought you home something pink, because he thinks it's beige. It's pink, brother. It's pink. But he loves it. He loves looking at it. He thinks it's really nice. He's the one that encouraged me to do a YouTube channel because I would be watching FlossTube all the time. And because, like I said, none of my friends stitch, especially when we had the house on the market and I didn't have my stitching out, you know, because you have to be ready to get out of there in 2 seconds or less because somebody's going to come look at it. Lord have mercy. And so I was just watching to try to get my stitch fix, you know, in at any time. And he said, you know, when you get why don't you do that? And I'm like, I don't know, nobody cares when I'm stitching. And he was like, well, you care what these people are stitching? And I thought, well, you know, it's true. You just like to see what other people are stitching on. It's true. And so, you know, it was his idea. So, Jerlyn said something about not needing y'all's input. I do. I always do, because like I said, I don't have nobody to stitch with me here. So, anytime y'all think about making a suggestion or something, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings, throw it out here, because I don't have anybody to discuss these things with at all. Nobody. Wendy, oh, the Book of Spells. I love that. I have got to get that stitched. It is a fabulous pattern. It is a fabulous pattern, and I kind of forget about it in between Halloweens and don't get it done. So I really need to get on that. Krista asked, in Hobby Lobby, where is the cast and a spell box? In mine, it's on the far right side, back toward the back, but it's where the wood stuff is. So if you go to get little wood things to finish on, the wood boxes and all this, and the wood signs and the wood blocks, it's on that aisle with all that stuff. But if you just go in, and the Casting a Spell book has the item number on there, and if you don't have the pattern book yet, if you'll look on my tutorial, I tell the number. I don't have the thing with me right now, or I would. And oh, hang on, maybe it's on here. Let's see. Look. Item number 648196. Tell them you need a wood box, item number 648196, and they just look it up and tell you where it's at and go hand it to you. That'd probably be easier. Especially this time of year, you know, you can wander around in there and get lost in them Christmas trees, and you might not get out till Easter time. Just saying. All them Christmas trees is everywhere already. Jean, oh, ask about Halloween Eve and Midnight Watch. Were they available? Halloween Eve is available. Midnight Watch is out of print. But there's been talk that it's going to reprint for a couple of years. Hopefully it will, because I love it and it's fabulous, and I think everybody would stitch it that could get their hands on it. So hopefully it will come back up for print again. So I'm hoping that it will. Midnight Watch. So it is out of print. You can find it on the secondary market sometimes. Watch Etsy, watch eBay. I don't think it goes too terrible. You know, too terrible price. You could probably still find it at some shops maybe, but it's been years since it's been printed, and I've already I gave mine away already. I don't have mine anymore, so it's gone. Rebecca Moore, we were talking about giving candy to the kids. If the kids show up, give them candy. Don't say nothing. You know, they might be hungry. Her cousin made a little, and you know, you're trying to maintain some distance still. Even if you're not worried about the COVID, we're going into flu season, kids. Let's just be honest. They made a little chute out of a big, kind of like you'd think of like a carpet roll, and they cut it the length of the handle of their stair rail, okay? So here's their front porch with the stairs, and they put it on there, and they've got little like colory lights and stuff around it, and so they're set up on the porch, and then they just drop the candy in, and it shoots it. It just lets it slide down that chute to the kids at the bottom. So they don't have to get too close to them. They can still see them and pass out the candy. And I thought that was so cute. And I really thought that it was extra sweet that they took the time to try to think of the kids and think of a way to do it that it was still fun for them, fun for the kids, and did the work, put in the work. So thank you to them, because that means a lot. It's easier just to go, well, we don't want to get around it, you know. And you know, some people can't, because there are going to be those people this year who cannot run the risk of being around people for their health. They're going to be those people that just can't. It's not safe. So if you can and you feel okay about it, do. And I appreciate that. I thought that was so cute. Mela, the 2020 stocking tutorial, it's about 35 minutes long, and it's in between my FlossTube 22 and FlossTube 23. So if you'll go on the channel and go between FlossTube 22 and FlossTube 23, it's on May 12th, and it's right there. And it's just about 35 minutes long, but it's how I did them. I did these on the machine. No, these are my first ones. I think I hand did these. Let's see. Yes. Let's see here. I can get up close enough if it'll focus. These I hand sewed. Can y'all see that on there? So these are done on 28 count. So I had to just kind of guess at how to cut them out and cut the size after I did them. It was just stuff I had in my stash and different things. So these are all hand sewed and hand finished. My patriotic ones I did on, I think it's 30 count it calls for. And on the tutorial, I show how I did them on the machine, and it was much easier, and they are sewn much tighter. And I felt much better about them, and it wasn't stressful. The way I did them, it was not stressful. Now, it's not exactly the way they said do them, and I didn't. Okay. We're gonna see if Mike can splice these two together. If not, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Onward. Holy moly. Evidently, I don't know what it did. I have it on be good mode, so. Okay, okay, Teresa, she says she thinks we're married to the same man. All I gotta say is if we're married to the same man, you need to step up. You ain't pulling your weight, sister. I got him all the time. He's here every evening, all day Saturday, all night Saturday, all day Sunday, and all night Sunday. So if we married to the same man, you need to cinch up and come get him some, okay? Do your part. Listen, I've maintained for years that women should all share, like there should be 4 or 5 of us that should have one man. And I'll keep him for a little bit, and then I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna say, you need to come on and get him. I'm done with him in every way, shape, form, and fashion. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I have everything I need fixed. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Come on, get him, because I'm done. Everybody would be happier. I'm just saying. Just saying. Because somebody need to take him a little bit of time. Linda is looking for the Blackbird Designs Honeysuckle Manor. So if anybody has it, has seen it, I know it is out of print. I haven't heard that it's going to come back in. So if anybody knows of one floating around, holler. If you're willing to loan one, holler. But Linda is looking for one. So I think that is all the questions. And I think we're about 34 minutes in. I do have some stitchy kindness this week. I did have a little bit of haul because I got my cross stitch that I forgot to bring. So we got a package from Colleen. And now the girls' things are already gone. They snatched them up and went and got busy. And when you get things from Colleen, y'all, it's like getting cards from Ann. I want y'all to look at these. Look at these things. Holy moly. How dang cute is that? These are so cute. Colleen, you're just killing me. cute is she? I am loving her. And I got these big doll needles, which I've never have. I have some that are about, I guess that big is about all I have. And so I'm really curious and anxious to use these. And of all the years that I've bobbinated flosses, I have never had one of these or got to try one of these. So I am very curious and anxious to see how that works. And then this beautiful fabric, and the little candy corn. But look at this beautiful fabric on here. And she sent me this beautiful card. I love beautiful cards. But look at all these fabrics. I cannot wait. And I've got that fall piece in there, and the 2 fall pieces I have in there to finish right now. My other card is a broom, and my little fall. Look at that, perfect on there. But she sent the girls little things that they snatched up and went to stick her in right away. They run off with that in a New York minute, and it was gone. So they went and had their fun and got busy. And then I got a package from Diane with a great letter with this adorable barn. And I don't know if I've told y'all, my dream is to live in a red barn one day. I want to live in a little red barn. That's my dream. That'll be my dream home, will be a little red barn. And I will be so happy. That's my dream house. And she sent all these fun things. She sent the girls fun things that, here again, have already disappeared. Now I was able to retain because we read it and got it back, but I got it back from them. There was an old lady who swallowed a bat. This is so cute. Thank you so much. They love these. Y'all are so good to them. And then, like I said, they had stickers and they had little bags. And between Colleen and Diane, they had stickers and bags and color books and just all the fun things, little paint things. They went out and painted on, what was it, yesterday morning we went out and painted. And they had just had all the fun, so much fun. So they were just so excited. So thank y'all so much for being so sweet to them. They are just a little, of course they think they're little divas anyway, but it's been kind of hard because Kimi, didn't go to school, and Ari Kyle has got to start school. And I think they've just about decided to just enroll Kimi in the private kindergarten over to Ovilla. There's an Ovilla Christian school over to it's 20 minutes or so maybe, but it's small and much smaller than her going to public. And so I think that's what they're going to do, and I think she'll probably start next week because even though she's doing a kinder program, and in the state of Texas, kindergarten is not mandatory, and she's doing well with it, she just feels kind of left out, I think, because she was not going. And because the space opened up for Aria, but not for Kimi. So because of the COVID, shrinking the numbers in the classes they could take. So, and then Colleen sent me all these beautiful fabrics. So my fabric stash, I can actually do some things now. Look at these. Thank you so much. I am shocked. I'm shocked. And then, hang on. No. Backward. This is from Diane. This is from Diane. Sorry. This is from Diane. And she sent me finishing things. And this, let me get this out of here. For some reason, I've got it in 2 bags somehow. And I have seen people stitch this, but I've never seen it. So cute. La-di-da, witch. Adorable. Adorable, adorable. I love that. And one of y'all, and I know it says in the card, I will have to go look, but one of y'all sent buttons. It's been kind of madness, and I'll go into that in a minute around here. So between that and my dental brain, I'm kind of frazzled this week. I think I'm kind of frazzled all the time, but one of y'all sent buttons, and the girls love them some buttons. And they asked, and it was like all these beautiful buttons. And Kimmy James asked if she could have them to make something. She said, Shook, I need to make something for everybody. I said, okay. So she went and got her little Chanel stems. And she made bracelets that we've got to deliver to people. So they have the little buttons on here. That one I think is, no, this other one's mine. This one has the turkey and the acorn, and this one is mine. She put the scissors and the spools of thread on there. So cute. Now she will probably forgot who she was going to give them to, and probably forgot all about them by the time she gets here. But she sat over there and threaded these on here and came and told me exactly who all these were for and who she was making these for. And boy, she was just busy as little bee over there, just working. So she had a big time with those buttons, and they were beautiful buttons. She was not wrong about that. Beautiful buttons. Like I said, my mouth is still feeling weird, y'all. Okay, so whips. I did not get a lot of stitching that I can show y'all done. I will say I stitched a lot on, these are the colors for the, I told you I would try to get a design together so everybody could have something for the Halloween party. And it will be available whether you can watch the Halloween party or not. It'll be, you know, just out there. But these are the colors, and I may have to change that orange to a brighter orange. Maybe that's better right there. And then there, I'll let you have that little peek. But I've been trying to get it ready. So it has been stitching like crazy time, because on the weekend when I thought I would be able to get the stitching, I was fighting with the computer program because Tech hates me. Like, it just cut me off. Tech hates me. I don't know. Or I don't respect it enough to figure out how to use it, or both. I don't know. But so it took me forever because I thought, my brain thought was, I could have just stitched it out of my brain, but that wouldn't help me share it with anybody. So my first thing had to be to get the pattern finished. I had to get the pattern finished so I could share the pattern. That had to be first thing. The pattern had to come first. And so I had to, and man, it was, boy, we was duking it out, no kidding. And I had to slam that thing shut and sit over there and talk to Jesus a whole lot during that. So it's done, it's ready. The pattern will be ready to go, and it is nothing special. It is, but it's out there. It is out there. It will be out there. It's ready to be out there, I should say, tomorrow. So I did get a little of other stitching done in between, trying to keep myself from blowing a gasket. So I stitched a tiny bit on my wild hedgerow house by Jane Greenoff. This is gonna be so pretty. And y'all know I'm not doing any of the same colors. I'm just using her design. Those just aren't, that's not my colorway. And none of my stuff is on boards or anything, so y'all just forgive me this week. But I did get my inner box started. So all my red alphabet is done, and I got my inner box started there. So, and I've got my boxes down this side too, but I got my inner box started, and so I love the look of that. So I thought that was some kind of brainless, mindless stitching that I could get going on. And oh, I'm like the neighbor on Tool Time 10, like that. But I could just sit there and, you know, get and stitch on that and breathe. So that was some nice calming stitching in between having to think about going to the dentist and fighting with the computer and all that business. Then I worked on my Holy mackerel. Like I said, everything's in a jumble. I worked on my midnight ride, which I'm loving. I finished the small, this guy here, he's all done. And I've got fragrant cloves and onyx was what I had. Garden Gate was out. So I took my onyx and was gonna make my bird a little darker and do my bird in onyx, but I'm out of onyx now. I have just a dab left. So I won't get him I won't get him finished by Halloween because I'm gonna be out of onyx. So that's fine. He can be my continuing stitch for next year, but he was here again. I just did the outline of him and I could just sit there and stitch back and forth and stitch back and forth. He's on the R&R Productions Prim Green that it calls for. Shelly had it and it is beautiful, nice fabric, loved it. And I'll use the fragrant cloves for his hat. But it was nice. Here again, I just did my outline and I could just sit there and go, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And well, go down and turn, down and turn, down and turn to get the most bang for my buck. That's the easiest way for me to stitch is to go down, 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 and then turn my fabric and go down, 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 down. So that I get each stitch individually. So that was some more just calming stitch that I could just keep on keeping on with that. And then I have my Autumn ABCs, which I've got string coming off of. I am loving this guy. Oh, he does not it's not focusing very good. Autumn ABCs, I think everybody and their dog has stitched it. It is so cute. Diane, she knows what she's about with these ABC, with all her charts, but these ABC ones, these long skinnies are so cute. And I changed mine to red just because I wanted red at the bottom and red at the top, and I didn't like him just being in a white shirt. He looked a little plain and sad, so I changed him to red, and he's so cute. And here again, I did a couple more letters. While I was just sitting there, I could just make some letters, but this was a little bit, he got pushed to the side because he wasn't, you have to kind of pay a little attention. So he wasn't very good calming stitch in between fighting with the computer. So he did not get much done. The only other guy, and here are the threads for him, and they are so pretty. I think they're pretty much the call for's on there. And we talked about the colors for these. The Patriotic House Trio by Waxing Moon. I am stinking loving this thing, and it is about to come to an end. I am just gonna be sad when it happens because I just feel like this is my little neighborhood. I've loved being here. I hope that's in the picture. Yeah. So I've come down this side completely, about a third of the way down this side. And so I have to finish, come down and come across the bottom. So, and then I have to fill in my flag. So that was another thing that I could just stitch the pattern and not have to think about doing anything with it. Just stitch the pattern, stitch the pattern, stitch the pattern, stitch the pattern, and keep going like that. So that's what I did. I just stitched the pattern, and just kept on going. And I didn't have to fret about it or anything. So that was super nice, just to sit there and go along like that. I think that is everything. Oh, I didn't do oh my gosh, I didn't do my random pickers poop. And I'm still waiting to hear from Jackie Trimley and Jill Linsing from last week. I've got y'all's things ready to go. And I need to hear from y'all with y'all's addresses. And I've talked to Jill a couple of times. I've commented with her, but Jackie, I talk to you all the time. But I just need y'all's addresses to get your stuff in the mail. But I guess I will do the comment picker when I get off of here. and I'll just put it down in the, I'll just, you know, put it on your comment like that. So, because I forgot to do that since I'm not doing it in the morning, this isn't my normal routine. But I will jump up here and I guess I'll try to kind of do a little pan. Because I think I've kind of showed all these guys. And then I redid the corner over here. I put Witchy Boutique over there, and I just redid that little tree with the little, I put the little Lucy Heatons over there. Kimi made the little bead pumpkin guy, and then the little ornaments are just over there. We just put a little bow on this guy here. And then I finished out the Welcome Autumn. There is the Halloween Quaker. And then here are the stockings. And the No House Without a Mouse. This is it Harvest Truck? It was in one of the Halloween, just cross-stitch Halloween books. It was in one of the just cross-stitch Halloween books a couple of years back. But I can't remember which one. And then, I guess that's everything kind of over here. But I will jump off of here and do the random comment picker, and then I'll post this in the morning. I'll get Micah to splice it together when she gets here, and we'll upload it and at the regular time. So it'll be posted at the regular time just like normal, and then we'll have the party in the afternoon. So get your drink and your witch hat and your stitching and get ready to have some fun, and get your phone ready so you can comment and see if you can win you some fun things. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Well, y'all will see me tomorrow morning when this uploads, and then I will see y'all tomorrow afternoon with Teresa and Colleen and Cheryl. Y'all have a happy Friday and a happier Friday evening with us. Bye.